There's our project that just popped up. I went out to tighten up the ball, suicide knob, because every now and then it would give a little twist. So I went to tighten it up, and apparently there's just plastic threads in here or something, because they're stripped. And don't ask me why. It looks like there's metal in there, so why did it strip? Well, it did. Because it just let loose. As soon as I put some pressure on it. So I think what I may do here is, yeah, this is the bad one. I can tell it's just not threading right. Alright, so let's get this in here. Let's take it all the way up. And that'll give me an idea. Now let's see if I can find a couple of metric nuts. Nope, nope. I know I got him in here. I was always meaning to change them out. And then I said, I found it, not a problem. And then what happens? You got to start looking again. Well, let me see something here. There is metal in there, but it's not a full nut, if you know what I mean. It's just like a little thin plate that they threaded a couple threads on. Let me see here.
Neutralizes stale, stuffy odors and releases a subtle hint of fragrance like bamboo or lemongrass ginger to eliminate odors with no heavy perfumes. New Febreze One. We're empowered helping you buy that.
No, I don't want to use these. These are safety or security screws. You put them in, you can't get them off. So I can't use these. Okay. We don't want to use security screws because it's so thin, it's just going to strip out again. So if I'm going to fix it, I might as well just fix it. But the problem being is trying to work within what it is and not have too much crap on top that I have to work with. Now see, this may do it. No, it's not going to work. I need a little bit of room. to get it on the steering wheel with, and that's where I end up losing, so that's not going to work. It would be too big. See, what I wanted to do, if I can find 2 nuts, I will heat them up and drop them in here. Drop them in here from the top down. Now, I wonder if I came from the top down. Let's see. If I drilled that out down there so that this head would fit in. I don't want the head sticking out to where it's going to catch my hand. So if I brought this the opposite way, I can open up this hole just a little bit so this head will countersink. So if that was to be countersunk in there more, I'd have to find a nut. Yeah, if I get that countersunk in, and I get a nut to drop in here, I'd be all set. And then I can tighten it up from the top side. See, this is one of the reasons why they call them suicide knobs. Because there's always something breaking on them, first of all. And then if you're turning and this comes off, or the thing turns on the wheel. But the biggest problem was it was getting caught in the sleeves or your shirt tails. So when you're turning the wheel, your sleeve gets caught on it. That's why they call them suicide knobs. Okay. So the main thing is here trying to find a couple of nuts. Now if I go to the center of town, I can probably find a few. This looks like one. Ta-da! There's one. And now where's the next one? I mean, that one just stuck right out at me. Here we go. I think this is the other one. Yeah, one's a little thicker than the other. So let me see if I can find another thickerer. Oh, I think I did. No, maybe I didn't. It's only natural to wonder what advice you can give to help prepare them. But the truth is, when your child finds a person he wants to spend the rest of his life with, the best gift you can give him is your love and support. You can throw them parties and shower them with gifts, and you can give them all the marriage advice in the world. Okay. None of it is going to prepare them for their child. Ah, tango, doesn't pork. You know what is your favorite last name? Don't say we're going to take care of that problem right now. Water. Now, I want to make this big enough to fit this head. So I got to get a countersink. And there is a nut in there, so that'll help. Okay. Now all they did was put like a little plate. And then they threaded it. So it's not even a full-size nut, if you know what I mean. Oh, I need that. Hold on, guys. Right back. Now this may not work because I got to make sure I don't want to hit the knob. I do not want to hit the knob. And if I do hit it, I don't want it to get ruined. So now I'm hoping at least that piece of plate is not just a washer and not much bigger. There, okay. And now this should go down in here, hopefully. Get in there. I guess I could drill that out too. I may have to actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I gotta ruin those threads because otherwise this is gonna tighten up on them and I won't be able to get the tightness on these. So I do have to open that up a little bit. I gotta damage those threads, so either I'm gonna fix it or destroy it at this point. Because these have to turn freely in there. Perfect. Good. Now this will go on here, and what I'll do is I will sink these into here and we're all set. Yeah, okay. But I'm not going to finish that today. No, I'm not. Because it's hot out there. So I'm going to leave it right where it is, just like it is, and put that like that. Now, I'll show you how and why this thing is rocking. What I did was I have this thing hanging on pulleys so I can lower it and raise it if I have to get things off it. I put a piece of plate on there so that the magnet, which is on the bottom of the camera here that you don't see, sticks to that. Well, this rocks, especially if the wind from the air conditioner comes over. And this is so I can adjust the angle. So that's why you see some rocking. And now I'm partially done with it, so I can take this and I pull it up here and I put it, try to do this with one hand here, guys, hold on. Okay. So now it's up higher so it doesn't hit my head. So that's why that rocks up there at this point. Let me shut this down. So today is 7/21. It's Sunday, 2019, and it is 13:08. Oh, I don't want to do that. So why'd I do that? Okay, 13:08. And you know what? I'm gonna go in. There's nothing that I really feel like doing out here right now today. Actually, I feel a little bleh. So, actually, I got nothing to do inside either. If I go inside, I'm just going to lay on the couch. Turn off the power. Whoop. That orange switch right there, if I bring it off to the left, it takes all the power, everything that's on the bench, that's 12 volt or higher, 13, 14, which means all these radios, that computer, the radio under there, the meters, all that, and that up there. This is all except for this and that computer, or actually the printer. But most of this stuff here, 90% of this is all 12 volt. So when I flip that switch to the left, it puts me into the 12 volt mode where the batteries, 6 of them I think, there's 5 or 6 there, that are tied into the wind turbine and a 220 watt solar panel. And that keeps it charged. If I flip it to the right, I turn on the power supply and that turns that on and gives me everything I need there. So I have voltage either way. And that's about it.